This is Our Lady of Lourdes Parish in West Islip. My favorite part of this church would be the beautiful image of Mary appearing to St. Bernadette in the grotto. The church helped me grow in my faith because of what it taught me. Lourdes has always been special to me, to my family, since my uncle was healed from the water. The church helped me grow my interest in Lourdes and made me want to go there. I had the opportunity to go to Lourdes this summer, and it was truly the best experience of my life. Helping the Malades, who made pilgrimages there, was truly a special experience. This specific statue of Mary looks very similar to the one that is used in the Rosary procession. It makes me think of when I had the opportunity to stand in front of the similar statue in Lourdes while everyone sang the Salve. This reminds me that Mary is always with me. I would describe this church to someone as a church with a lot of images of Mary. They remind us how present Mary can be in our lives and how special she is to us.
Welcome to St. Joseph's Church. This is my home parish that my family has been going to for years. Come on. So, we have a statue of the archangels right here. And over here is a picture of Our Lady Guadalupe, who's the patroness of our country. Vatican flag. Going to a Marian school, Mary is always a very important part of my life, and there's Mary all over this church. There's a picture of Our Lady Guadalupe right here that I pointed out, and in the front of the church, there is a statue. And now here in St. Joseph's, we have a relic of St. Faustina. So St. Faustina was a nun who loved to pray the Divine Mercy, and we can see this through her writings and her teachings that she taught all through her life. So we have the relic here where people can pray, and there are candles that also can be lit. There's a big picture of Jesus above her that says, "Jesus, I trust in you." And there is a little picture of St. Faustina with a halo around her neck holding the same picture of Jesus that we have on our wall. And on the other side, there's a picture of JP2, who is a very important saint for our church. And as we go to Kellenberg, a very important saint in Kellenberg with theology of the body and everything. And all throughout the walls of the church, there are these, I think they're concrete, I'm not 100% sure, of the Stations of the Cross. And I think they're just very beautiful, and because they're all white and very simple, but they do show the Stations of the Cross, but I love it because it's in a very simple way. And over here is the statue of Mary, where you can pray and also light candles. I do every time I come to Mass. I always after say a prayer to Mary. And over here is the altar. So this is where they do baptisms, which I the other day when I went to Mass last Saturday. There was a baptism here, which is really cool to witness. And then over here is the altar. I love the altar because it's so simple with all the colors that you can see on, I think it's a mosaic on the altar. And just as we have Mary on that side, on this side, we have St. Joseph with baby Jesus, and we are St. Joseph Parish, so we have a lot of images of the Holy Family throughout the whole church. And then in here, which is really cool, this is new, this is brand new, that was, I don't remember when it was put in here, but it was put in here very recently, and it is a picture of St. Michael the Archangel. So it's a very beautiful statue of St. Michael the Archangel, and it's devoted to the Holy Face of Jesus and also St. Padre Pio. And over here is another image of Mary. This is a very beautiful one too. It looks very similar to the Mary that was in Lourdes from the past summer. And there is a picture of St. Patrick, who's obviously very important to me as someone who's Irish. Candles, and another statue of Jesus. And this one is the Sacred Heart of Jesus, and we can tell because of the heart with the cross and fire on him. Another feature of the church that I just want to point out and what makes it so special to me is all of the beautiful stained glasses that are up around the church. So these are all stained glass windows, and the top is really what is so beautiful about this church, is all of the little windows that are up there and all of the detail that's put in to make this church so special. And I feel that's about every church. Every church is special in its own way. There's the organ that they play, and all of the beautiful stained glass windows.
The place I chose to eat that centers around Christ is the Kellenberg Cafeteria. After going to Kellenberg since freshman year, a lot of my favorite faith-based moments have happened in the cafeteria. Whether it's going to Pop Tops, Magnificats, communion breakfasts, or just eating lunch with my friends. During lunch, me and my friends would have conversations about our faith a lot of the time. We would ask if we were going to XLT and talk about the mission trips over the summer, Adele Club, Cross, Midday Prayer, Sodality, and Prep. Through talking with my friends at lunch about our faith really helped me grow my faith and also helped my friends grow our faith. I loved that we were able to grow our faith together every day when we ate lunch together. This is St. Patrick's Church in Bayshore. This parish has always been special to me because my great Aunt Mary would attend Mass every day in this church. She has 17 children and all are still parishioners here. One of the features of this parish that stands out to me is the statue of Mary and the art around it. Above the statue, it shows Mary and the baby Jesus and has the angels around them. The Latin above the statue translates to Saint Mary, Queen. This spiritually makes me want to pray to Mary and is beautiful to look at. Another favorite feature is behind the altar. Behind the altar the art is beautiful. My favorite would have to be the image of St. Patrick in the center with the angels. As someone who is Irish, me and my family have always had a special devotion to St. Patrick. I also love the sheep above him. There are 12 sheep which represent the 12 apostles. The sheep in the center has a halo around it which represents Jesus. This reminds me of the story of the Good Shepherd, which is one of my favorite gospel stories that reminds me that even if I am lost, Jesus is always there for me. I would describe this church as a beautiful expression of faith through both the eye and the heart.